Right, you can probably hear this MLI schools engine gurgling and hissing away. All sorts of strange noises coming from the boiler. This is an MLI schools engine used in laboratories. It stands for Morris Laboratory Instruments, made in Folkestone sometime in the early to mid 60s. There you have it. It's powering a Stuart Turner ST oscillating engine. Very nice little unit, and it's designed to drive the big dynamo there, though it's not really powerful enough. The silver soldered copper boiler with a generous reheating element, superheating element, as well as reheating coils underneath, or reheating tubes, and it's a very, very able boiler. However, I'm running this in solid fuel. It normally runs on these very large gas jets connected to a Bunsen burner school gas supply, which I don't have here at the moment, I'm afraid. So I normally run it on meth, but I'm running it on solid fuel, which is held in a Meccano tray I've made lined with tin foil. You can see it runs quite well. Not really powerful enough to turn that dynamo though, which is, I suspect, why the jets have been modified to these huge, great pieces attached to the brass rod in order to get as much heat underneath that boiler as possible. This predates the Griffin and George SE3, which was used for the Malvern Griffin and George experimental kit, which came out in the late 60s. You have to be very careful with these, that the safety valve here isn't seized. A lot of them are seized because the original phosphor bronze ball in them, which is held against the back of the safety valve with the spring, they replaced it with a silver steel ball which used to rust into position, and there are a few instances of these engines blowing up. The throttle on these tends to unwind and the engine runs away with itself, I tend to find. Lubrication is a problem, certainly in the cylinder. I take the end cap off and pour thick engine oil into it, try and get some degree of lubrication in there. This is the exhaust pipe here, it's flowing into a little dimple which collects all the watery, emulsified exhaust. So it's not big enough to take all of it. You can see the reheating coils underneath the boiler there, with the superheating element too. So it's quite a powerful, well-made little unit. As I say, silver soldered, so it'll take a lot of punishment, or copper. It fits on a very, very substantial pressed steel base, which then there's a mother base there, which we can then attach other tools and other experimental equipment. There you have it, 1960s MLI schools laboratory steam engine.